please make sure to mute themselves. Good afternoon, students, and welcome to our guests in the audience. I thank you for being here and sharing this experience with us. I know this was not how we envisioned celebrating, but I am grateful that we are able to take time to recognize all of our students' academic efforts. During these challenging times, I applaud each of our students for working so hard to maintain their academics, and to our teachers who continue to bring constructive and creative interactive lessons and assignments. This ceremony is to honor our students' academic achievements and induction into the World Language National Honor Societies. This is an honorable achievement that you have worked so very hard for and should feel proud of. Not only have you managed to balance your grades, earn an A- or higher in level 4 language course, but you are also mastering another language, and some of you multiple languages. This is no easy task. I recognize your hard work and motivation. Congratulations again, and continue to tackle life's challenges with no fear. Sometimes we're tested not to show our weaknesses, but to discover our strengths. And now at this time, I would like to introduce a teacher of both the French and Italian languages, Ms. Silvana Berardo.
Thank you, Ms. Internicola. Good afternoon and welcome. Benvenuti, bienvenue, bienvenidos, and Huanghing. I would like to extend my warmest congratulations to the inductees for their achievement in their study of French, Spanish, Italian, and Chinese, and to parents for your continued support. While today's induction is not what we had originally envisioned, as Ms. Internicola said, exceptional times call for exceptional measures. So instead of dwelling on what would have been, a ceremony followed by an evening of multicultural entertainment and international food, let's instead look at what it is. Our sincerest hope to give you an experience that you can look back on for years to come with pride. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank some people who've helped to make this experience possible. A big thank you to Principal Mr. Drexel, Assistant Principal and Supervisor of World Languages, Ms. Internicola, our video production teacher, Mr. Coviello, and a huge shout out to our Assistant Principal, Podelsky, for her help in creating with the slides, and last but not least, my amazing colleagues in the World Language Department, Senora Hartle, Madame Rice, Mrs. Young. Council on Teaching of Foreign Languages has collected a list of studies that suggest being bilingual promotes higher test scores, better memory skills, and increased reading skills, among other benefits. But in college, unfortunately, most students will never take more than required 1 to 2 semesters of language. Research says that native fluency or continued use is not necessarily the final goal of undergraduate language study. The goal of study, language study, is that it provides you a gateway into a richer experience in life, and also a platform for developing those so-called soft skills that many employers are seeking. Even limited exposure to new languages in structured coursework promotes desirable attributes like creativity, critical thinking, and problem solving. More recently, an article in Wired magazine said, thinking in a foreign language makes decision-making more rational. In other words, to judge a risk more clearly, it may help to consider it in a foreign language. No one can guarantee that studying a language will land you a job abroad, but the skills learned along the way are certainly desirable to U.S. employers. That is no more evident than today in facing one of our greatest challenges, requiring the cooperation of great minds from around the world, many of whom are bilingual and sometimes trilingual. According to a recent study by the National Association of Colleges and Employers, the 2 most valuable skills for new hires are critical thinking, problem solving, and teamwork. When you are exposed to a new language, you understand that there is more than one way to see the world, and therefore more than one way to solve a problem. In our classes at Madison, when students are asked to complete communicative tasks, they're really being trained to develop their ability to read context clues, to improvise, to rely on visual communication, vital skills no matter the language. So let's be honest. Is the most important takeaway for a student finishing a sequence of language study to be able to ask, ¿Dónde está el baño? Or to talk about last summer's vacation? No, of course not. The most important lesson is actually the ability to see that the world is so much bigger than you. Students, if I can convey only one message to you today, and I know that my colleagues would agree, it's to continue your study of language in college. Go abroad. Spend a semester in Europe or in a part of the world where French, Spanish, Italian, Chinese, or any other language is spoken. I promise you, it will be an experience you will never forget. No matter what your post-secondary plans are, remember, people who speak another language always get the cooler jobs and get to participate in more exciting careers than their monolingual counterparts. So whether you're planning on climbing the corporate ladder, opening your own business, or working in healthcare, speaking the language of both your clients and your colleagues will translate into significant advantages for your career, your business, and ultimately your life. I leave you with a quote by Frank Smith that appears in your program. One language sets you in a corridor for life. Two languages open every door along the way. We hope that you continue your study of your chosen languages and watch those doors open as you move through that corridor. And now we present the 2020 inductees. First, here is Mrs. Sun, who will present our 2020 inductees into the Chinese Language Honor Society. Students, I ask that you unmute yourself when your name is called and recite your pledge, and please mute yourself when you're finished.
Ms. Sun, can you please unmute yourself so we can hear you?
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Now I am happy to introduce the following Chinese Honor Society inductees. Jade Hanahan.
我很高兴能有机会学习第二语言，并保证继续学习华语和中国文化。谢谢。
Madeline Kim Huang.
我很高兴能有机会学习第二语言，并保证继续学习汉语和中国文化。
Caroline Thomas.
我很高兴能有机会学习第二语言，并保证继续学习汉语和中国文化。
Ashley McShane.
我很高兴能有机会学习第二语言，并保证继续学习汉语和中国文化。
Heather Yuan.
我很高兴能有机会学习第二语言，并保证继续学习汉语和中国文化。
Congratulations. 祝贺你们。
Congratulations. Next, Madame Rice will present our 2020 inductees into the French Honor Society.
Thank you. And now it is my pleasure to announce the 2020 inductees to la Société Honoraire Française. Olivia Di Rienzo.
Très reconnaissant
pour cette opportunité d'apprendre une deuxième langue. Je m'engage à continuer mes études de la langue et de la culture française.
Merci. Emma Hahn.
Je suis très reconnaissant pour cette opportunité d'apprendre une deuxième langue. Je m'engage à continuer mes études de la langue et de la culture française.
Merci. Audrey McDonald.
Je suis très reconnaissante pour cette opportunité d'apprendre une deuxième langue. Je m'engage à continuer mes études de la langue et de la culture française.
Henry Marinovic.
Je suis très reconnaissant pour cette opportunité d'apprendre une deuxième langue. Je m'engage à continuer mes études de la langue et de la culture française.
Merci, Henry. Lily O'Hara Short. I am not sure if she's with us today. She has been not feeling well, but I would like to take a moment to congratulate her. She's been an excellent student in my class. Merci tout le monde.
Félicitations à tout le monde. And now our 2020 inductees into the Italian Honor Society, la Società Onoraria Italica. Anne Bolt.
Sono grata per questa opportunità di imparare una seconda lingua. Giuro di continuare i miei studi della lingua e la cultura italiana.
Grazie mille. Sofia Danzo.
Sono grata per questa opportunità di imparare una seconda lingua. Giuro di continuare i miei studi della lingua e la cultura italiana.
Grazie. Ted Downing.
Sono grato per questa opportunità di imparare una seconda lingua. Giuro di continuare i miei studi della lingua e la cultura italiana.
Jamie Habib.
Sono grata per questa opportunità di imparare seconda lingua. Giuro di continuare i miei studi della lingua e la cultura italiana.
Tanti auguri a tutti. And finally, our newest members of the Spanish Honor Society, presented by Senora Hartle, Senora Sanchez, and Senora Ehrenfeld.
Gracias. I am happy to present the 2020 candidates of la Sociedad Honoraria Hispánica. Caitlin Amaral.
Estoy agradecida por esta oportunidad de aprender otro idioma. Prometo continuar el estudio de la lengua y cultura española.
Daniel Boyer.
Estoy agradecido por esta oportunidad de aprender otro idioma. Prometo continuar el estudio de la lengua y cultura española.
Tess Callahan.
Estoy agradecido por esta oportunidad de aprender otro idioma. Continuar el estudio de la lengua
Brendan Durkin.
Estoy agradecido por esta oportunidad de aprender otro idioma. Prometo continuar el estudio de la lengua y la cultura española.
Patrick Hanley.
Estoy agradecido por esta oportunidad de aprender otro idioma. Prometo continuar el estudio de la lengua y cultura española.
Sadie Hoberman.
Estoy agradecida por esta oportunidad de aprender otro idioma. Prometo continuar el estudio de la lengua y cultura española.
James with us? I saw him before. Is James here?
Oh, lo siento. Estoy agradecido por esta oportunidad de aprender otro idioma. Prometo continuar el estudio de la lengua y cultura española.
Enhorabuena. Ross Matos.
Estoy agradecido por esta oportunidad de aprender otro idioma. Prometo continuar el estudio de la lengua y cultura española.
Caleb Pearsall.
Estoy agradecido por esta oportunidad de aprender otro idioma. Prometo continuar el estudio de la lengua y cultura española.
Claire Sales.
Estoy agradecida por esta oportunidad de aprender otro idioma. Prometo continuar el estudio de la lengua y cultura española.
Michael Shire.
Estoy agradecido por esta oportunidad de aprender otro idioma. Prometo continuar el estudio de la lengua y cultura española.
Enhorabuena. Adam Scher.
Estoy agradecido por esta oportunidad de aprender otro idioma. Prometo continuar el estudio de la lengua y cultura española.
Luke Scholzer.
Estoy agradecido para esta oportunidad de aprender otro idioma y para el papel. Sí.
Cecilia Smith.
Estoy agradecida por esta oportunidad de aprender otro idioma. Prometo continuar el estudio de la lengua y la cultura española.
Alexander Tauber.
Estoy agradecido por esta oportunidad de aprender otro idioma. Prometo continuar el estudio de la lengua y cultura española.
Mary Warner.
Estoy agradecida por esta oportunidad de aprender otro idioma. Prometo continuar el estudio de la lengua y cultura española.
Gracias. I'll now turn it back to Ms. Berardo.
Felicitaciones a todos. At this time, we'll take a brief pause as everyone moves into breakout rooms for group photos. We'll return shortly. In the meantime, please enjoy the music.
Ms. Berardo, I think we have everybody back. Are we good?
Ms. Berardo, can you unmute yourself?
We just got everybody back. Okay, great. Thank you for your patience. At this time, I'd like to introduce Principal Drexel for some closing thoughts.
Thank you, Ms. Berardo. On behalf of the faculty and staff at Madison High School, I'd like to officially welcome all of the newest inductees into the World Language National Honor Society and congratulate all of you on this outstanding achievement. It is really good to see everyone, even if it's through a computer screen. I hope all of you are well and staying safe. We're excited to see you back in school soon. I commend all of you on your achievement in your world language classes. Learning a new language is no easy task, and it has the ability to open up so many potential doors in life, like Ms. Berardo said earlier. It gives you advantage over other candidates when looking for a job, the opportunity to meet and help new people, and really travel without boundaries. I realized I should have spent more time mastering a language the first time I went abroad on my honeymoon, trying to read a menu and order dinner in Paris. I encourage all of you to continue practicing and using the language you have decided to take. When we are able to travel internationally again, go abroad and use those skills that you have learned at Madison High School to experience a new culture and go on an adventure. The ability to communicate with each other is so important. So take advantage of the skills you've developed. And once we're able to go ahead and travel again, go and do that. Before we conclude the program this afternoon, I'd just like again to thank a few people. First, to our world language teachers, Ms. Berardo, Ms. Carputo, Ms. Rice, Ms. Sun, Ms. Sanchez, Ms. Hartle, Ms. Ehrenfeld. They did a wonderful job putting this program together. So thank you for all the hard work that you guys do. Our world language program is what it is because of you guys. To our assistant principal in charge of world languages, Ms. Internicola, thank you for everything that you have done in helping guide the world languages this year. Ms. Podelsky, thank you for the graphics that you for the program, and Mr. Coviello for streaming the ceremony live on YouTube. Thank you again. So with that said, again, I appreciate all of you guys for being here. It's good to see everybody. Stay safe, stay well. We hope to be able to see you guys soon. And I'll throw it back over to Ms. Berardo for closing remarks.
Thank you, Mr. Drexel. Yes, that concludes our program. Thank you again, and congratulations to an outstanding group of students. And thank you again to everyone. And enjoy the rest of your day. And see you in class. Some of you see you in class, and we'll see you hopefully soon. Thanks again. You can all unmute yourselves and clap.